If no one has informed you so far, I will. Despite possible difficulty or potential discomfort, it is important that you understand something, even if it might be painful or difficult to accept. I want you to grasp this aspect, as often even the person you admire the most may not have the courage to tell you. In the end, it's rare for someone to wish for you to surpass the person you admire. Ultimately, everyone hopes that you stand out, but without surpassing that person. Understand definitively and pay attention to my words. Forget everything else, or consider it insignificant for the rest of your life, because there will come a time when someone will trample on your feelings. I warn you. So stop being kind to everyone, as not everyone will be kind to you when you need it. Also, cease the attitude of kindness. It's not just a matter of stopping being so accommodating. You must follow the important steps that I am about to indicate to you. So, don't be naive or weak. Stay until the end to learn everything. After all, what is your excuse today for not having acquired this precious wisdom? When one is overly kind in the context of Stoicism, challenges and implications can arise, as this philosophy values balance, wisdom, and virtue as fundamental principles for a fulfilling life. While acknowledging that kindness and compassion are important virtues, Stoicism warns against excessive indulgence in behaviors that can lead to imbalance and compromise wisdom and virtue. Let's now explore some of the consequences of this excessively kind approach in the Stoic context. I warn you that before revealing how you can improve, it is essential to understand the consequences of being excessively kind. Listen carefully, and afterward, I will share secrets of immeasurable value, never revealed before. I won't ask you for anything. I only want your complete attention. First point: vulnerability to excessive gratitude. You are not a domesticated animal because even it is not trampled when weak, but you are because you are too kind. There will come a day when someone will trample on you, and at that moment, you will remember when I warned you. Stoics emphasize the importance of not overly relying on the opinions of others for one's happiness. If one is excessively kind, they might be tempted to constantly seek approval from others, becoming excessively vulnerable, going against the Stoic principle of seeking virtue and wisdom internally, regardless of others' opinions. Second point: lack of moral firmness. Stoicism encourages making decisions based on virtue, even if it means making difficult or unpopular choices. Being excessively kind can lead to a lack of moral firmness, avoiding conflicts or making tough decisions only to avoid disappointing others. This can compromise personal integrity and virtue. Third point: emotional dependence. Stoics stress the importance of maintaining control over emotions and not allowing others to exert excessive dominance over us. Being excessively kind can lead to emotional dependence on others, resulting in emotional fluctuations and instability. Fourth point: ineffectiveness in the pursuit of wisdom. Stoic philosophy encourages the constant pursuit of wisdom and personal development. If one is excessively kind, they might dedicate so much time and energy to others that they neglect their own personal growth, resulting in a less wise and virtuous life. Fifth point: excessive commitments. Being excessively kind can lead to taking on too many commitments, both personal and professional, at the expense of one's well-being and the ability to pursue excellence in what they do. Stoics appreciate prudence in taking on commitments and the ability to say no when necessary. Sixth point: superficial pleasure. Instead of genuine kindness and compassion, too much kindness can lead to superficially pleasing others to avoid conflicts or disapproval. This can result in superficial and unsatisfying relationships. Being a good person without necessarily being kind can seem challenging, but it is an approach appreciated by many philosophies and ethical systems, including Stoicism. Being a person of value in this context implies adopting a more balanced approach based on virtue, wisdom, and authenticity. Let's examine how this goal can be achieved. Pay close attention because I will reveal to you the treasure of Stoic wisdom. To fully understand, you must be attentive to every detail that I will now share with you. Being a person of value in this context implies adopting a more balanced approach based on virtue, wisdom, and authenticity. Let's examine how this goal can be achieved. Pay close attention because I will reveal to you the treasure of Stoic wisdom. To fully understand, you must be attentive to every detail that I will now share with you. This implies authenticity and understanding of one's strengths and weaknesses. In this way, you will be able to make decisions aligned with your values rather than being influenced by others' expectations. Being kind often means not establishing clear boundaries and allowing others to take advantage of you. Compassion is a virtue of significant importance, but it is distinct from being excessively kind. Compassion involves understanding others' suffering and acting supportively and genuinely helpful when appropriate, without constantly giving in to others' demands. Being a person of value without necessarily being kind requires emotional resilience. This means being able to face criticism, disapproval, or conflicts in a mature and balanced manner, rather than constantly seeking to avoid them. Honesty is a fundamental virtue in Stoic ethics. Being a person of value implies being honest with oneself and with others, even when the truth may be inconvenient. Stoicism places a high value on contributing to the greater good of humanity. Being a person of value means acting in a way that benefits society as a whole, even if it involves making unpopular decisions. Being a person of value, without being kind, involves finding a balance between compassion, authenticity, ethics, and wisdom. It is about making ethical decisions, establishing healthy boundaries, and acting in accordance with one's values, even if it may lead to occasional conflicts or disagreements. This approach seeks a balance between kindness and loyalty to one's ethical and moral principles. With the pursuit of virtue as the central goal, Stoicism places great emphasis on virtue, wisdom, and the pursuit of balance in life. Being kind is an appreciated quality, but if taken to excess, it can pose challenges contrary to Stoic principles. It is crucial to find a balance between kindness and authenticity, ensuring that your actions are in harmony with the pursuit of personal virtue and wisdom, without compromising these values in the name of excessive kindness. The key lies in understanding the difference between being genuinely compassionate and constantly yielding to the expectations of others, to the detriment of your own development and integrity. Now, you are the protagonist of your life. Don't allow yourself to become just a spectator. Subscribe to the channel to not miss any wisdom I will soon share. Comment below this video to let people know why you are a Stoic and observe who will interact with you.